Hey Skyline! My name is Ethan.
My name is Zara.
And my name is Fiza.
And we are the current ASB Elections Committee.
These elections decide who will represent you in planning events, supporting clubs and athletics, organizing assemblies, and making key decisions that impact our school.
You don't have to vote for every position, but your vote matters. So take the time to listen. Think about who you want leading your school and make your voice heard.
We know that there are a lot of speeches to get through, but we ask that you give each candidate your full attention.
Make sure to check your Canvas inbox for a link to voting.
Happy voting!
Hey sophomores, my name is Jacob Yusuf and I'm running for your junior class president. I believe class council works best when students feel like their ideas are actually being heard. That's why I created a Microsoft forum where you guys can share the kinds of events and activities you want to see next year. If I'm elected, one of my biggest goals will be making sure your input plays a real role in what we plan, so our events reflect what our class is excited about. I also want to help create events that feel more engaging, interactive, and memorable, whether that means tournaments, themed activities, or new ideas that we've never tried before. And I'm ready for that responsibility. I've helped run events like Dodgeball earlier this year, so I've seen how much planning, energy, and follow-through it takes to make something successful. Because we all know the difference between an average event and one everyone's talking about the next day. So when you're choosing your next class president, don't just vote for ideas. Vote for someone who's going to raise the standard. So don't stress and vote Jacob for success. Thanks, Spartans.
What's up, sophomores? My name is Arva Tan, and I'm running to be your junior class council vice president. You may remember me from ASB elections. It didn't work out, but one thing I live by is this. What's behind us doesn't define us. What we build next does. As the current ASB secretary, I know what it takes to lead and to lead well. I try to be a person of the people for the people. My vision for junior year is simple. Live, connect, prepare. I'll work to bring you new and engaging events that help us bond as a class. And since I'll be in the ASB class next year, my goal is to deliver on things like snacks, school-wide events like a food festival, and a real way for your voice to be heard. I also want to bring something new, like Color Wars, where the whole grade splits into teams and competes all month long. I want you to feel like junior year is the best year of high school. Vote Arva Tan for Junior Class Council Vice President, and let's make junior year one worth remembering.
All right, let's play a game. Simon says, look and listen up. For the past month, I've been around the grid figuring out what you guys believe class council can do for you. And more than half of the 50+ people I personally spoke to answered from the heart. The top 3 things you asked for are everything I stand for. Events with promotion you can see, transparency, not just what's being decided but why, and potential collaborations outside of class council with other clubs. It means I would like to make meeting minutes public so you can see our raw process. It means getting your input every year so the events we do are ones you're hyped for. It's you recognizing us as people to help you, and us recognizing you as people we directly impact. And as someone with 5 years of leadership in my life as a follower, I know and understand how recognition of effort feels on both sides. Council is yours. Next year is junior year, people. IB, Running Start, and what do we all want? Less chaos in our lives. You want fun that makes sense, and you want Ashita as your vice president.
Hi Spartans, my name is Heidi Madcore and I would love to be re-elected as your junior secretary for the 2026-2027 school year. As secretary, I want to focus on ensuring that your voice is being heard and acted upon because your voice matters. At Skyline, I participate in track, DECA, and HOSA. I've also gained valuable experience this year serving on class council as your sophomore secretary, where I've stayed organized and made sure ideas turn into real action. This experience has prepared me to continue being an effective and reliable secretary for our class. But rather than telling you about myself, I want to focus on what I'm going to do for you as secretary. Looking for more ways to get involved with our class events and activities? Don't worry, because you can feel free to submit a feedback-based form on current events with recommendations for new ones. Trying to find something to look forward to every day at school? I'll help make the year full of fun and engaging opportunities. Looking for a way to view upcoming class events and important deadlines? Check out our informative Instagram posts and posters. And finally, have an idea for how we can improve our school overall? Share it with class council and I'll make sure that your voice is both heard and considered. When you vote Heidi for junior secretary, you can expect this and so much more. Vote Heidi for junior secretary 2026-2027.
Sophomores, let's ask ourselves one question. Can we remember when class council is hosting its awesome events? Hi, my name is Hugo Wang and I'm running to be your junior class council secretary. Having served on sophomore class council, I have gained an in-depth appreciation of how valuable and exciting events we host are, and I want more students in our class to be able to participate in them. I aim to do this through clear, transparent communication both within class council and between the council and my class. Through my experience as Scout for Boy Scouts, I have developed a refined skill set on clearly communicating both with fellow leaders and general members. My goal is to bring this skill set to class council by taking detailed notes during meetings, providing students a summary of our work once a month. I also hope to send class-wide announcements of events through Canvas to students 1 month, 2 weeks, and 1 week before every event we host, as permitted by the time frame. I will also support council members in their roles by clearly outlining their tasks on a spreadsheet and checking with them on their progress. Why should you trust me to be your secretary? Well, I have served in 7 distinct positions in Boy Scouts, including leading my troop as senior patrol leader, teaching me about all aspects of leadership. As director of competitions for Math Club, I have organized various competitions, including the Brown University Math Olympiad in Rhode Island, learning how to coordinate complex events. Most importantly, I love working for our community, having volunteered for over 500 hours, and love our class even more. So vote for me and make junior year our best one yet.
Hi, my name is Daniel He, and I'm running to be your junior class council treasurer. As your current treasurer, I already know the ins and outs of the role and have managed over $7,000 in class funds. This gives me crucial familiarity in handling responsibilities like filling out POs, fundraiser forms, and working with the bookkeeper. I've also been on varsity cross-country team all years of high school so far, where I've built a strong work ethic and connections with my peers, which are all key qualities this role demands. I want to prioritize transparency and communication between the council and you by providing monthly updates of our class's funds and where they're being allocated, as well as monthly polls through social media and anonymous feedback systems that you can share what activities you want to see, like events. Using this input to put big focus on monthly fundraisers at places like Chipotle, where you can have fun with your friends while supporting our class through the inflow of cash that will eventually help fund our senior prom. At the same time, I want to help balance larger events with smaller benefits, like snacks and amenities on the last Wednesday morning of each month, using a small portion of fundraiser revenue to help fund. I know junior year will be busy, so even if you can't attend big events, you can still passively enjoy these small things. As Tom Brady once said, his favorite Super Bowl win was the next one, and that's the mentality I want to bring, always striving for further improvement.
We are already approaching the halfway mark of high school. I know, it's crazy. My name is Ryan, and I'm running to be your class treasurer. As we transition to becoming upperclassmen, it's more important than ever to have a class council that you can trust. So if elected treasurer, here's what I want to implement. First, gather class input on fundraisers. We need to plan fundraisers where and when you want it to ensure maximum profit for the council. Through service or polls we'll send out, we will aim to throw fundraisers that you will want to participate in. Ensure proper funding for class events, and most importantly, senior prom. My second plan is to improve communication around fundraising. If elected, I plan to share monthly updates on results and outline goals for upcoming events. It's important you guys are kept in the loop about our class finances and progress towards our goals. Finally, I'm trying to really bridge the gap between class and council. My vision is that you will see the council as a welcoming community determined to support you and your well-being. I plan to start more social media interaction, occasional hot chocolate or cider servings, and overall more of doing the little things. I'm determined that the council will be a team you'll know and appreciate. Therefore, sophomores, I humbly ask your vote as your class treasurer. Let's make junior year a great year, together. Thank you.